Hey yo, it's Brian here. Well, the game is over now between the Niners and the Bills, Arizona, Monday Night Football, and unfortunately we did not win the game. We lost the game about 34 to 24. Very disappointed. I mean, this was 49ers playoff life in the line for this matchup in particular, but the 49ers playoff hopes is looking a little bit more bleaker. They have to get a lot more help in order to try to make the 7th seed, but it's going to be pretty difficult. We got the Washington football team who just defeated the Pittsburgh Steelers earlier today, and they look like they're on a nice roll, led by Ron Rivera and Alex Smith. That defensive line, they look really good. But anyways, let's talk about this game. They had some good moments. I mean, I would say they got the Bills into a lot of 4-down territory, but Josh Allen and company were really able to convert all of them. He went off. Devin Singletary, he had a good game. Cole Beasley, I thought he was the star of the game in my opinion. He did a great job for the Bills. Stephon Diggs, I mean, Jason Verrett, he struggled pretty much all night against him, but Diggs is a great receiver. You can't really do anything about that. Defensively for the Bills, they were able to stifle our running game. So really, I mean, I don't give too many props to other teams when they win, but I had to give it to the Bills definitely. They did a great job. They had a great game plan. Sean McDermott and company, they did a great job. And, Josh Allen, I mean, he's the real deal. That's all I can pretty much say. He is the real deal. He did a fantastic job. I mean, that's all I got to say for the Bills. All those compliments. I mean, he had almost 400 yards, whatever it was. He was like 70% completion. It was ridiculous, or maybe even more than that. I don't know the stats off the top of my head, but he was just completing pass to pass to either Diggs or Beasley, and we couldn't stop him, no way, shape, or form. And the 49ers, I mean, they made one nice 4th-down stop early in the game, but then other than that, it pretty much cracked. I mean, man-to-man, zone-to-zone, they couldn't really do anything. They tried everything and just couldn't get it worked out, so it is what it is. But that was some of the good. I mean, there was a lot of bad in my opinion. I thought the turnovers, they hurt a little bit. At the end zone, Nick Mullins to Tre'Davious White, that was pretty bad. Brandon Ayuk was a little bit responsible for the one that was tipped off. I mean, some people would blame it on Mullins, but yeah, blame it mostly on Ayuk on that one. But that was an interception nevertheless. So, it was a pretty disastrous game for the 49ers, not in a terrible way, but just they just couldn't stop the Bills any way, shape, or form. That's pretty much what it comes down to. I mean, they could do everything right, but you can't stop Josh Allen and company on the offense. And defensively, they were just really, really good. So, got to give them a lot of compliments. But other than that, I mean, the one thing I will say in particular is, why did they use Deebo Samuel often? I mean, they were using him a little bit in the second half, and he was going off a little bit, but why didn't they use all those jet sweeps, all those nice plays that they did like last week against the Rams? I mean, if they would have done that, I think they would have had a better chance of winning this game, but for whatever reason, they kind of strayed away from that and wanted to pass the ball a little bit more. I know they were struggling running the ball, but still, I mean, you got to run the ball, run the rock. They always say 2-3 yards of carry is really good. You want to pound their defensive line, but having Deebo Samuel in that backfield a little bit, doing those jet sweeps, they would have helped a lot, definitely, but I didn't really see him do it too much, maybe once, but for the most part, he was just lined up as a traditional receiver, which is nothing wrong with that. I mean, he's still a yards after catch brother, but at the same time, you got to play to his big specialty and Kyle Shanahan's big specialty, which is misdirection and just making the offense really unpredictable. But it's pretty predictable today for the Bills. They weren't fooled by anything. But, that was just a little gripe, a little criticism I would have on the play calling from Kyle Shanahan in particular. So, it is what it is, but I don't make the call. I'm not the head coach. I probably would coach this team way worse. The Bills probably would have won 60-0 just to show some mercy if I was the head coach of the team. So, it is Kyle's call. I can't really complain about it because I am not a coach any way, shape, or form. But, that's just me. So, 49ers, if I had to give overall grade, I'd probably give it a C-. I mean, they had some good moments, but at the same time, they couldn't close the deal. Their playoff hopes looks really bleak now. And, if they want to win out, I guess they could still win out, but it's going to be really difficult. I mean, we have very tough games going on. We have the Washington football team. They're going to be tough. The Cowboys, I guess that's a win right there. The Arizona Cardinals, Seattle Seahawks. It's not going to be an easy couple of games for the rest of the year. And, if the 49ers season ends today, then it is what it is. I mean, the 49ers, they had a lot of adversity. They always tried their best. I think that's the one thing I can give them credit for. With all the injuries, with all the relocations going on right now for this team in particular, they are able to fight and claw as much as they can. And I thought that deserves a lot of respect right there. But at the same time, they're just, got a lot going on in a negative way for them. And they just couldn't overcome, in my opinion. So, yep, that's pretty much it, you guys. A loss right here on Monday Night Football. And, props to the Bills as always. I thought they did a great great job in this matchup in particular. They're the real deal, and we'll see what they can do in the playoffs. I'm going to be rooting for them if the 49ers don't make the playoffs this year, which is looking almost likely, but you never know with the next couple of weeks. It's football. Anything can happen, but the Bills are number 2, number 3 seed, whatever it is, then, I'll be rooting for them to try to win the Super Bowl because they've been, snake bitten for a long time for any NFL fan base. That's it, guys. Love y'all. Y'all have a great rest of your night. Sorry for this loss. That's, what we got to deal with, and I'll see you guys probably tomorrow or Wednesday when I talk about the game against Washington. Good night, y'all. Bye, guys.